Hi, my name is Bethany. Today I'll be demonstrating how to properly trim a dog's toenails and flush and clean their ears. When starting to trim the nails, you always want to pick the dog's leg up backwards, so that way you're not overextending the muscles in here. So if you pick it up forwards, it can be very uncomfortable for them and can tend to make them try to hop around, and typically you can get too close to the quick. When looking for the quick on the bottom of the dog's toenails, you always want to carefully examine the toenails. Some dogs have longer quicks than others, and you can always see the vein line in the bottom of the nail to decide where you should clip. When looking at the nails, it's typically in the arch of the toenail, which is where you should clip. Okay.
That video will work better.
Yeah. All right. After trimming the nails, you always want to go back through and make sure you got them as close as you could to the quick without quicking them, because afterwards you will go back over with a Dremel and just tap them so they're not sharp.
What exactly is quicking?
Oh yes, if you end up quicking the dog's toenail and it'll be too short and be next to the vein line, it does tend to bleed a little bit. You can put what we have in here as septic powder on. If you do not have septic powder at home, you can use flour, cornstarch, or baby powder. Closest powder substance that could stop the bleeding. And once you've got all the nails trimmed, we're gonna go back through and just check each foot and make sure everything looks nice and clean and tight, and you didn't get anything too short before you touch it with the Dremel, because if it's too short, you don't want to put that Dremel on it because it can hurt his toe afterwards, because it can get kind of hot, that Dremel can. And you always want to check as well for dew claws. Like this boy up here has got some dew claws up here, and you don't want to miss those because they can get overgrown and turn into the pad. And then the next step is to go around and just tap them all with your Dremel just to make sure they're not sharp. So if he's jumping up on kids or family members, then he won't hurt anybody or scratch anybody. You do want to be careful with long-haired dogs while doing this, because you can catch that Dremel in their hair. So you do want to just go really slow while going over their toes. And you never want to just hold the Dremel down on their toenail as well either, because it tends to get pretty hot, and you can actually burn their quick, and it can be very uncomfortable for the dog. Once we get done doing the Dremel, we're going to go back through one more time and just check and make sure we've got all the nails where they need to be, and no sharp edges, and nothing is too short, so we don't have anything bleeding at all. And then the next step You go to clean out their ears. You always want to check their ears for any dirt or debris. You just fold their ear over and just, this guy's got really pretty good clean ears when you just look in it like that and make sure nothing's going on in there. And then we're going to take a cotton ball to clean his ears. You always want to put just a couple of drops down in the ears. And then you just want to massage the base of the ear, get it all the way down in the ear canal, make sure you get any water or anything if you're giving your dog a bath. You always want to do this before and after the bath to make sure there is no dirt left in the ears and there is no water left in the ears. So you don't want them to get an ear infection. Then you just take the cotton balls and just take your fingers and just get them really good in there and clean them all the way out. Make sure they're nice and clean. And then you will repeat that on the other side and do the exact same thing. We're gonna see. And when cleaning ears, you always also want to check for hair in the ear canal. You don't want to leave hair in the ear canal. It can cause babies to have ear infections, problem hearing later down the road. If they had wads of hair in their ear, you would want to get it out. He luckily does not have that issue, but you always want to look out for that when cleaning the ears. If you don't want to pour ear cleaner over top of gross hair in the ear, so that way it is all clean and good. And that is all you need, and that is how you trim nails and clean ears.